Oh, Lone Wolf, look, there's a letter in our room. I wonder who it's from. No one but our party members have a key, so... Oh, it's from Vor'ren. Looks like they stopped back in the room earlier. Misadventurer and Lone Dog, we ran into that devil woman you previously mentioned. She tried to entice us into a deal to give you up, but it appears she doesn't do her research. Seeing as I despise the idea of being under control of some creature and bending to their will, I, of course, was planning some grand betrayal of her. Unfortunately, it appears our companion Zoroh was much more chatty and began to hurl insults while declining her offer. An unfortunate loss of an opportunity. But I digress. Since she is long gone, I figured I'll keep our rabbit busy and try hunting down the rats that gave away our position to her. Can't leave them in the city now, can we? The two of you owe me for missing out on that first fight with the devil, so leave that rat cleanup to me, won't you? I'll see the two of you later. Prepare for my triumph. Magnanimously, your favorite drow. Wow, that devil really tried to approach Vor'ren and Zoroh about betraying me. That's crazy. Good thing they're our friends, right?
You're not surprised. She tried to approach them as she did with you. But you do note, Vor'ren said that the reason he did not take it was because he did not like being under people, not because he wouldn't betray Addley.
Well, what do you say? Want to hunt down some hidden cultists under her thumb? Or should we just restock on some supplies? And maybe pick up some anti-devil stuff? Yeah, we didn't really have time to ask that priest since he just disappeared after the ceremony. Oh, maybe we can stop at a merchant shop in the city, since it's like so big. I bet they have plenty of stuff for adventurers, which means plenty of stuff for fiends. I hope, well, getting rid of them at least.
That's right, you guys did forget to ask about the devil. And to ask for supplies. You were just trying to help Father Alias escape from her wrath. Why not try and at least get some weapons?
Sure, it sounds like a good idea. I haven't had a chance to flex my marketing skills in a while, so I'm down. Besides, Vor'ren is still super upset about being left out during that cave incident. Gotta let him get a bit of fighting in before we travel again. You remembered. Yeah, my dad taught me how to be a merchant. And while you might not think it fits me, it's something I'm rather prideful about. Maybe I can even haggle us a good deal. You know, when I was actually in the country of 𝗏𝗏, I struck the deal of a lifetime, so you've at least got to give me that. Oh, I still haven't told you? You know the carriage we use? It's not pulled by horses since they tire far too easily. Especially since I travel through the night so often. So, what's the alternative, you ask? Magic, isn't it obvious? I needed to head west already, so I figured a magically inclined place such as 𝗏𝗏 would be the best place to start. There were a bunch of rumors going around about an old college called Everlow Sanctuary, so I traded a bunch of salt to a merchant, and that merchant led me to a librarian, which then led me to the grounds of some ruins, which was pretty boring to start off with, but I then investigated it, and, well, I found a stairwell under rubble. They said this location has been vacant for several generations, and it was crazy to see that underneath, it was as if time hasn't touched it at all. Not even to mention, it felt like it was full of magic. Since I was pretty young, I just kind of touched, well, everything. I accidentally summoned animated armor that I had to defeat, a bunch of undead, oh, and an iron golem. Crazy, right?
Just how old was she? She seems so young now. It couldn't have been too long ago.
Well, sure. The strong have to protect the weak, though, right? That was like almost 5 years ago now, but I'd say I've improved a lot. Oh, right, the magic carriage. So I found this weird token in a hidden compartment. It had the shape of a carriage on it, so it felt like it was worth a shot. I made my way outside, and blammo! A magic-driven cart poofed out. It took a really long time to learn how to drive it, but now I'm a pro. Why are you looking at me all worried? I'm totally fine, and we get to drive this really cool cart around now.
You start messing her hair up out of frustration. How can she be so naive to the peril she constantly puts herself in? And she keeps such dangerous company around her. It's so... ugh.
Hey, stop messing with my hair so much. I don't know what I did, but be nice. Ugh. You're in quite the mood, aren't you? I'm not a kid anymore, you know. You can't be mad at how reckless I was back then. I'm older now. What do you mean I'm just as bad? Not at all. I'm like super prepared now. I have like a whole notebook about rules for adventuring. I wrote it myself. What are some of the rules? Hold on. Rule number 9. Before you drink from a conspicuous vessel, drop a copper coin in it. Rule number 13. Don't trust attractive men or women in dungeons. And lastly, rule number 37. If you've been implicated in a crime, stay silent until you can speak to the head guard. Then ask more questions than you answer.
That last one is concerning, but all of them seem oddly specific. Are these from personal experiences?
Well, most of them? Just so you know, I've never been officially found guilty for any crime, even if I've been charged with them. Oh, we're at the shop. Before we go in, I think I actually remember something about devils. Oh, right! Some devils have really strong skin. The only way you can get past their defenses is with a silvered weapon, so we'll have to make sure to pick some up here. They also sometimes have a resistance to magic, but we really don't have to worry about that. We don't have a lot in our party, and it's actually one of our weaknesses. Well, that and being mortal.
Addley was right. She's surprisingly good at haggling. Seems like if she's confident in her knowledge, you can't fool her on anything. She was able to procure silvered weapons and arrows for the whole group, not to mention restock all of your healing potions and other supplies. Though, it doesn't seem to have made a dent into her coin purse. Just how much money does she actually have on her?
About my coins? Oh, you don't have to worry about me covering things. I've got plenty left over. How much is plenty? I was told it's polite to not talk about money too much. Just don't worry about it. It doesn't have anything to do with me being thrown into jail. What are you talking about? I'll have you know, all of my money was earned fairly. And I've just made sure to invest all of my money properly since I was a kid. Well, duh. Of course I was given money to invest with when I was young. That's the only way I could learn the value of it, right? And since my family runs the 𝗟𝗏𝗆 trading company, it wasn't that big of a deal.
You didn't hear her wrong, did you? She doesn't mean the 𝗟𝗏𝗆 trading company, does she? The family that controls all northern trade in Avanter?
I didn't say that out loud, did I?
She did.
Fuck.